Hello everyone and welcome to our community Right Education. I am Shilpy Gautam and I am your mentor for this exclusively free course on Linux automation with Ansible. So today our agenda will be managing secrets, managing facts, creating custom facts, and we'll see some modules like debug module, and also we'll see register keyword today. Okay, so let's start with secret. So secret itself says that it is something confidential. It is like we can't share it because it is secret. So in Ansible we might need some access to some confidential data like API keys, passwords, and some other confidential datas in order to manage our manage node. Okay, we will mention these directly in our playbook and we'll share that playbook with anyone to have feedback on our playbook, or let's say we have uploaded that on some version control like GitHub, so other people would also have access to this sensitive data. And obviously this will cause security risk because these were our confidential data, so people can misuse it also. So in order to remove this security risk, Ansible provides us facility of Ansible-vault. Okay, so Ansible-vault. So Ansible-vault is used to create, view, edit, encrypt, and decrypt our confidential data. Okay, so first we'll see how to encrypt, how to create Ansible-vault. So in order to create Ansible-vault, we have command Ansible-vault, and subcommand will be create, and then the vault name means whatever file name we want to give. So this will be the command for creating Ansible-vault. So let's directly go to our command line and run the command for that. Okay, so this is my controller node. Let me first check whether I have connectivity with my server or not. So here I have started only one manage node, that is manage node 1, and one controller node. So in my inventory I have mentioned manage node 1 as server A. So we'll check connectivity with server A -m ping. Okay, so we are not in our directory, so let's go to our directory first and then run the same command. And output is in green color, it is saying ping for pong, means it is reachable. So the command was Ansible-vault create, we can give any name, let's give vault.yml. Okay, so this is the command for creating Ansible-vault. So it is asking me for password, so we can give any password. Let me give Shilpy. So I have given, and it is again asking me for confirm this password. So again I have given Shilpy, and it is opening VI editor. So whenever we create any Ansible-vault, it opens VI editor for us. This is the by default editor. We can change this VI editor to any other editor also, like nano editor or something, but by default it opens VI editor. So what we did, first we give the command Ansible-vault create file name for creating Ansible-vault. Then it asked me for password, that as this is vault means we are keeping it in safe, So for keeping it safe, we always need a password to keep it safe. So I have given one password, they confirmed that password and they opened vi editor. So now in this editor we can put whatever secret we want to put. So it can be API keys, it can be any password, or it can be any confidential data that we want to keep it safe. So we will keep there. So uh, let me give the password as like I have given the password somewhere as Shilpy. Okay, so I have given it and now I'll save it. So now this was the command to create vault. So we can here check that whether it is created or not. So here we can see that vault.yml it has created. Now here we have used Ansible vault create file name only, and we have given the password manually. But another way for creating Ansible vault can be, another way can be that instead of giving password manually, we can use a password file also. So for that our keyword will be same Ansible vault create. Then before file name or after file name we can pass a like option, that is hyphen hyphen vault password file. Okay, password file is equals to whatever password file we want to give. So if we'll pass this, then we don't need to type the password manually. So how it will help is, if we will mention the password file in this way, then we don't need to remember any password. So if we are remembering any password, then it will be like only if I am creating this Ansible playbook, then I can only remember this password. Let's say some of my teammate is also creating on working on same password, then he or she might don't know that what is the password. So instead of that, we can simply use the password file, a common password file. Okay, so we can create a password file. It will be simple text file, and in that password file we can mention the password. But again, there will be security risk that if along with Ansible vault we will share the password file with someone, then that person will get access to this password file, and after that password file they can like they can access the password from here, and they can access vault also. So again it will cause security risk. So prevent this. So in order to prevent this, we can give some user access, like we can remove the user access from this password file. We can only give give the access of read and write access to the current user only, and we will remove all other user access. So this is the Linux concept. So first we'll create this file, then we'll change its access, and then we can use it as vault password. So let's do it again. So let me create another vault file. So before giving that password file, we have to first create that password file, right? So let's give the password file name as password.txt. Okay, so we have to create that password.txt. Now put the data as anything, like we love Ansible. Okay, and save it as usual. We have saved it. Now we'll create one more Ansible vault. Ansible vault create hyphen hyphen vault password file. Password file is equals to what we created, password.txt, right? And let's give the file vault name is vault2.yml. So it will create, and it okay, so we have given the wrong spelling for password here. Now this time it won't ask for any password, and it will just open. Yeah, here we can see that it just opened the vi editor and did not ask for any password. So here we can give our password whatever we want. Let me give it again as Shilpy. So we have created the vault with another method, that is with the help of password file. Now we can use this Ansible vault anywhere in our playbook. Okay, and so now what will happen is, even if we'll share this file with anyone, we will upload anywhere like on GitHub, then no one will be able to see our confidential data. But wherever they want to utilize this, they can run the playbook smoothly with the help of these data, but they can't see it because we have encrypted that using the Ansible vault, and we have kept safe with the help of Ansible vault password file, and we have not given access of this file to anyone else. So no one will be able to see the data inside this file, but they can utilize the data behind that, and they can run my playbook smoothly, right? So second thing, to view a encrypted file. Okay, view vault file. But before that, okay, as we have created text file here, so there, as I said, that there might be like other people can also see that file, password file, so we can change the access of that file using the change mode command. Change mode plus 600, and the file name was password.txt, right? Password.txt. So now this file won't be editable or usable by anyone else. Okay, so now second thing that we will look is view vault file. So for viewing the vault file, we have command Ansible vault view, simply view, and whatever the file name, whatever the vault file name we have. So what this command will do is, this command will just show us the content of our vault file. So we have done ls, and here we can see that we have created two vault file, vault.yml and vault2.yml. So let's look the content of this vault file, Ansible vault view and vault.yml. So it will first ask, obviously, as it is a secret data, so it will ask for the password. So the password I have given was Shilpy, and it has shown that the content I have given inside is Shilpy itself. Okay, so this is the way to view vault file. But as we have seen that this is a simple vi command, so we might think that we can simply view it with the help of cat command also, but that's not the fact, because Ansible vault behind the scene encrypt the data. So let's check with the help of cat command, vault.yml. Okay, so here we can see that it is an encrypted data, and as data inside vault.yml was Shilpy, but here it is showing this big content. So we can't simply view it with cat or view it with the help of by opening file editor. So this is the use case of vault. Now we have seen that as we have used the view sum command, it just print out whatever content is behind like vault.yml. So it worked similar as cat, but cat can't work here because it stores encrypted data. So but view works similar as cat command. So let's see another use case of Ansible vault. So Ansible vault can also be used for editing the existing file. So editing vault file. In order to edit vault file, the command we have is Ansible, again same Ansible vault, then edit, and then file name. Okay, so let's run it on terminal. Let's say as our content was Shilpy, we want to change it. So Ansible vault edit vault.yml. It will again ask for password, and open the VI editor. Now we can change it to, instead of Shilpy, we can change it to Ansible. Okay, so let's save it. I've saved it. Now we can check what is inside as we have edited. So we can view it with this command. So it will again ask for my password for vault, and here we can see that content has been changed. Now, so what edit sub command does is, it doesn't simply open the existing file. Okay, it doesn't simply open the existing file. Instead of that, it decrypts the existing file to a temporary file, and open and allow us to edit this. We can edit this temporary file, and after editing, as soon as we will save this temporary file, it will copy the content again back to the existing file and removes this temporary file. So this is the working of editing. So edit sub command always rewrite the file. It always rewrite the existing file. So we should use it only when we need to make change, else it will create meaningful stages, or it will trigger the next task while keeping under version control. Like if we have attached it to Jenkins, or or on GitHub, then like meaningless stages it will create, and it will trigger the another task, uh, like even if we have not made any changes. So this is not a preferred way to use edit sub command, just for looking at the command content. So just for looking at the content, we can use view. That is the preferred way. Okay. Now third, another use case of Ansible-vault can be encrypt the existing file. Already, let's say we have some file, and in that file we have kept our secret thing, like our API or password, and we want to encrypt it. So for that, we don't need to create Ansible-vault again. We can just encrypt that file using Ansible-vault. Okay. So for that, command will be again Ansible-vault encrypt, Ansible-vault and encrypt, and file name. Okay. So let's go to terminal and do it. So here we can see we have so many files, and let's check the file ABC. So first check what content we have in this file. Here it is written package hdpd. So let's take this file and try to encrypt it. So for that, encrypting using Ansible-vault, we have command Ansible-vault encrypt and file name. So file name is abc.yml. So simply, as we are creating vault, so it will ask for new vault password. So again, let me give Shilpy, and it will ask for confirmation. I have given. So it has encrypted. Now if we will try to open the same file, it will show me the encrypted data, right? So again, if we want to decrypt this data, then again we have command Ansible-vault, and instead of encrypt, we have decrypt, and the file name is abc.yml. Okay. So as we are decrypting, so again it will ask me for password. I have given, and now it is saying that file is decrypted successfully. So again, if we'll check, we can see that normal content is there. Okay. So these all are also the use case of Ansible-vault. Now for decrypting the Ansible vault, we can decrypt multiple vault at a time. So simply their command will be Ansible-vault and decrypt sub command, and like multiple file 1, file 2, and like that we can give multiple file at a time, and it will decrypt the file for us. Okay. And we can also change the key of existing Ansible-vault. We can change the key of existing Ansible-vault. So for changing, we have sub command rekey. Okay. rekey. So similarly, it is Ansible vault and rekey, and then whatever vault we have, so we will give, and it will help us to rekey, like change the key. So let's try it. So we have created one vault as vault.yml. So let's change the key of vault.yml. It was earlier Shilpy. So we'll change it now. Ansible vault rekey, and our vault was vault.yml. So it will ask me first previous password I have given. Now it is asking, here we can see that new password. So let's say we want to keep the new password as same. So it will now ask me that, yeah, confirm that. So I have confirmed, and it has rekeyed my earlier password. Now also here I have shown that I have used the passwords manually. I have given the passwords manually for but for all the commands as I have shown here in creating the Ansible vault, we can use this hyphen vault password file everywhere. Like for viewing also, instead of typing the password manually, we can use the option hyphen vault password. And for editing also we can use hyphen. For everything we can use hyphen vault file password file, and we can give the password file name everywhere instead of typing the passwords manually. Okay, now we'll see how to use this Ansible vault in playbook. Okay, so Ansible vault in playbook, we'll see this thing now. So now let's say we want to create a user with some username and password, and that username or password is confidential. So we don't want to manually type it in playbook, or we don't want to create normal variable file for it, because it is my secret. So we want to keep it confidential. Okay, so for that, let's say we want to so for that, we will create a playbook. So we will keep the username and password in that secret file. Okay, so let's do it. First we'll create vault. So we have already created vault.yml. So we will edit the content with username and password. So for editing, we have command, as I have shown, Ansible vault edit vault.yml. Okay, so it will ask me for password. I have given the password. It has opened the vi editor. So here I will change the content. I'll give the username is equals to John, and password is equals to John@111. Okay, and I'll save this. Now we'll create a playbook for creating user. So already we have a playbook for creating user. So user create. So we'll just open this, and here we can see that it is for user creation. So let's edit the content of this file as per our use case. Okay, so we want to delete these lines, we don't need it. So in task, we want to create user. So module will be user, and then name and UID and password we will give it through vault. So name. So before that, we will mention the vault file, what vault file we are using. So again, it will come under vars file, because that is also variable file only, but that is encrypted variable file. So vars file, and the vars file that we are using is vault.yml, and then we'll come to task. Under task, we are creating user with UID. So UID, let's give any specific UID. Let's give it 5000. Now user, name will be as we have mentioned there, name was username in that vault file, and password password was password itself. So password, and UID will be 5000. Okay, now we'll save this file and we'll run it. Okay, so as we have saved and we'll run this, so we'll find that it will throw error. Okay, so first let me run it. Ansible playbook, and this file was user creation. Okay, so it will throw error that as we have used vault here and we are not giving password for vault, so Ansible playbook doesn't have access to that vault, so it can't retrieve the value of username and password, so it can't create user also. That is why it is saying that attempting to decrypt but no vault secrets found. Okay, so we have to pass the, either we have to pass the password file or we have to allow that ask password, because normally by default Ansible is like it is not interactive, so it is not asking password. So if you want it to ask password, so you have to allow this option, ask vault pass. Okay, so now it will ask me the password for this vault. So the password was Shilpy. So here again we can see that it is throwing me error. It is saying that variable files must contain either a dictionary of variables or a list of dictionaries, and got simply is equals to format. So this is not a format for our vault file. Okay, so let's open that, edit that vault again. So it is again asking me password. I'll give that, and now we have to edit this, because always vault file should be in, as we have mentioned also, vault.yml, so it should be in YML or JSON format. So we have to change it to like this. Now we can use this. So let's run this playbook again. It will again ask me for password. I have given the password. Now we can see that it is running properly. So it is creating user and then gathering fact. So what is gathering fact and all, we'll discuss today itself. So for user creation, again it has thrown error, because because the password we have given is not hashed, and whatever password, like the password we have provided was john at the rate 111, so we have to first convert it into hash and then we have to put it in vault. Okay, so we can convert it into hash from browser itself, browser also. So let me show it to you. So here we can search for sha hash conversion. Okay, so SHA256 online it came. So our password was john at the rate 111. So here just type with whatever we want to convert and we'll type, and then here it will give us the hash, it in hash format. So we'll just copy it from here and we can mention that in vault, and then this will work properly. Okay, so this is the way for using vault in our playbook. Fine. Now here also instead of mentioning the password, vault password, like manually, instead of passing the option as hyphen hyphen ask vault password, instead of that we can simply ask pass the password file, that is hyphen hyphen vault password file, as I said, and equals to whatever password file will create, we can pass it simply. Now we'll see how to manage Ansible facts. This is an only Ansible facts. Okay, so what is fact? Fact itself is a word which is saying that it is a fact, it is something truth, or something fact about something. Okay, so Ansible facts tells us, like it is again it is like a regular file regular variable which tells us about specific host. Okay, so what is Ansible fact? Ansible fact is a regular variable that is about specific specific host, and we can collect like separately about all the managed host. So in short, it is information about our managed hosts. Okay, so we can use these information either in our play or conditionals or loops, whatever we'll use in our playbook. Okay, so what are conditional and loops are, we'll discuss later. Now I can give you some of the example of Ansible facts, like some of the examples can be the IP address of our managed host, the host name of our managed host, okay, and kernel version, which kernel it is using, and like which network interface it is using, okay, and how many number of CPUs are present right now, which all disks are present, and whatever disk is present, what is the size of those disks, and available free space, and these things we can like we can get from Ansible facts. Okay, so when like we can say that Ansible facts are a convenient way to retrieve the state of managed host. Okay, so as we can retrieve the state of managed host, then accordingly we can perform some task. If we have less memory, then we can't perform the task which need most a lot of memory. And if we don't have any space in our disk that is present there, so we can't install any software there. So based on these facts, we can write our playbook and we can decide what all task we can perform or what we can't perform in our managed host. Okay, so as I said, facts are convenient way to retrieve the state of managed host and to determine what actions to take and what can't we take. So whenever we run any playbook, it shows that it is gathering fact. Like here also it shows that it was gathering fact. So let me run any of the playbook. So let's run yum repo.yml. Okay, so let me first check what is there inside. So here they are creating yum repository by mounting the folder. Okay, so let me run this Ansible playbook, and file was yum repo.yml. Okay, so as I told in earlier previous sessions that we can increase the verbose with the -vvv, and like up to 4 we can use the verbose. So I have increased the verbose to 3 level, and we'll run the playbook again, and it will show that what actually it does while running the first task, that is gathering fact. Okay, so here we can stop here. So I have stopped it here, and here we can see that in gathering facts, they have gone to server A and did SSH, and they have gone like they are doing these things, host key checking they have done, and established the SSH connection, and they tried to go to server C but it was not reachable. So they does all those things, and here we can see that like it is checking the boot emails and everything, like Ansible user directory, what is the net mask, what is the MAC address, which network it is using, what is the net mask, what is the broadcast, what is which network interface it is using. So it gathers all the information about our managed host. Okay, so and what all managed host we have, it gather information about all the managed host. So while gathering the facts about managed host, it uses the setup module. Okay, setup module behind the scene, but we don't need to mention this module exclusively in our playbook. It is by default, Ansible playbook uses this module to gather all the fact about our managed host. So as I said, if the desired state will already be equals to the current state, then Ansible won't do anything. And this is the thing that gives the idempotent behavior to Ansible. So gathering fact is the one which provides idempotent behavior to Ansible. Okay. So Ansible already uses, but if we want to see the like facts exclusively, then we can use the setup module either in playbook, or we can run the ad hoc command for checking out what all Ansible facts are there about that managed host, right? Let's gather the fact about server A. Okay, so command will be Ansible, it is ad hoc command, so Ansible server A, and will run setup module. So setup module will show all the facts about server A. So let's wait for its output. So here we can see that these all are the facts about server A, what all it has given us. And we can also see that it is in JSON format. Okay, so we can't go up, so let's run this command again with a hyphen with pipe less. Okay, so we can see all the facts it will show. So it is saying that it is success and Ansible facts. So whatever it is in JSON format, we can see here. So all the facts, Ansible facts, will show under Ansible facts. So under Ansible facts, the first thing it has shown is Ansible all IPv4 addresses. So this is the IPv4 addresses. This is the IPv6 addresses, which Ansible architecture it is using, what is the BIOS date, BIOS version, and everything. So Ansible date and time also. And these all are the which are like SR0, SR1, which all network interface it is using, and Ansible devices. So everything it is showing us about that server A. Okay, so we can see in this way. Okay. And according to these values, we can check whether our managed node are compatible for running the further steps or further task over there or not. Okay. Now let's create a playbook to print IP and just fully qualified domain name of managed host. Okay, that is server A. So let's create a playbook. Vim facts dot ym. Okay. So then name Ansible facts and hosts, it will be server A. We want to run it on server A only. And then tasks. So under task, first task will be simply IP and FQDN, fully qualified domain name. So here we will use debug keyword. Okay, so what debug keyword will do? Debug keyword is used to print something on screen, like on standard output. So standard output means on terminal itself. So we want to retrieve the IP and FQDN from the gathered fact. Okay, so gathered fact means it is a variable that we don't need to define. It is a predefined variable for our managed host. So these are variable and we want to print it out. So we will just mention the name of variable in debug and it will print that. Okay, so under debug we want to print the message that the IPv4 of system name will be fully qualified domain name. So as I have shown there, everything comes under Ansible facts. Okay, so Ansible facts dot it was fqdn simply, so I will write fqdn. Okay, then close the bracket. So what it will print, the IPv4 of this system is, what is the IP? So I will write the IP here. So again for IP, Ansible, it will come under Ansible facts, and then default IPv4, sorry, v4 dot addresses. Okay, now we'll close this and we'll run this playbook. So for running this, it was fact.yml. We'll run this. Okay, we have written that wrong. It is tasks. So here we can see that it has debug, or it has printed the message that we told it to print. The IPv4 of localhost dot local domain is this. So what is this? That it is saying that the FQDN is localhost dot local domain and the IP is 172.40.12.198, right? In previous session I have already told that either we can write the variable as like Ansible facts dot fqdn, or we can write it as Ansible facts and this fqdn. Okay, so both can be the way. And like if we have like a dot as there, it was Ansible facts dot default IPv4 default underscore IPv4 dot address. Okay, so here we can write that Ansible facts and in like a square bracket default IPv4 as it is, and then again square bracket, it will be address. Okay, so we can write in this way or this way, both, but this is the most preferred way, because if like some, like as Ansible is written in Python, so if this keyword and Python module keyword will match, then this will create error. So this is the preferred way to use any variable, whether it is custom fact or Ansible pre-created fact or any other variable. Okay, and also sometimes we don't need to gather facts, means we don't want to like we don't need facts about the system. We just want to run some model which doesn't need any facts, and also we want to speed up our play. Okay, so speed up the working of play. We want to run our module as soon as possible to accomplish our managing thing. So in that case, we can stop gathering fact. We can stop gathering fact with the option gather fact no in playbook. Okay, so simply as we write a name, host, and task. So before task we can simply mention this, that gather underscore facts colon no. Okay, so it won't gather the fact, but normally in most of the tasks we need to gather fact, so we don't, wherever we need gathering facts we don't mention it, because by default it runs. So if we want to stop it to speed up our working of play, then we can mention this in our playbook, right? So now we'll see how to create custom fact. So custom fact means, as I said, fact is something like true about something. So if we want to create our custom fact, we can already get the normal facts from managed host, and it is like the normal facts, the Ansible facts are those which is already there in our managed host. But if we want to do something else, we want to give some other variable for our managed host, then that will come under custom fact. So again, it is like normal variables, but we can use it directly in our plays or conditional or loops like Ansible facts. Okay, so as we want to create custom fact, so it should be in either ini format. So I have already defined ini format, means it is in group wise, it will be group wise and key value pair, or it can be in JSON. So either ini or JSON. JSON is most preferable, but ini is easy, so we will go with ini format. Okay, there is a specified folder where we can create custom fact, and that folder is /etc/ansible slash facts.d, and in this folder we can create our custom fact. And for creating custom fact file, this file's extension must be dot fact. Okay, so if we want to create custom fact, then we have to create this custom fact in managed host itself. Okay, because whatever Ansible fact we get, it is also from managed host. So whatever custom fact we want, we have to mention those facts also in managed host. Okay, so the location for mentioning custom fact will be etc slash ansible slash facts dot, as I have mentioned here. Okay, so this is the way for mentioning custom facts. So let me go to managed node 1, that is server A, and there we will mention the managed host. Okay, so let's create a folder mkdir slash etc slash ansible slash facts dot d slash custom dot fact. Okay, mkdir cannot create directory, etc this. Okay, so this is not the direct, I don't want it to be the directory, I want to create this directory. So they are saying they can't create because we have to create one by one. So slash etc will be there. So first we'll create slash ansible, then we'll create this, and now we can create the file. We can create the file vim slash etc slash ansible slash facts dot d and then custom dot fact, right? So this is the file. Now we can mention whatever we want to. So let me mention as it is in ini format, so we have to mention it group wise. So first group I am giving as package, so under package we'll give web package. So web package is equals to httpd I am giving. So I am giving in form of key value, because in ini format of file we have to put the data in key value format. So second package I am giving is database package. So for that I am giving MariaDB server, and another group I am giving is users. So I am giving after leaving a line, because this is the format for ini file. I have already explained that. So I am giving first user as Joe and second user as Jane. So I am giving it as user. Now we'll save this file. Now we will go to this our controller node and we will run this -m setup, and we'll see whether it is showing Ansible local or not. So here we can see that it is not closed bracket here, so means there is something in Ansible local. So we will check whether something it is grabbing package or not with the help of grab keyword. So here we can see that under packages, database package, MariaDB server, and web package HTTPD it is showing. And if we will grab user, then again it will show us those three lines that we have users under that. These all are also there. So under users we have user1 Joe and user2 Jane. So as we have mentioned, those things are in our managed node. So it is showing that in our custom facts also. Okay, fine. Now let me repeat it again, what all we have done. So for creating custom fact, we have to go to our managed node. We have to go to our managed node. Okay, managed node. In that managed node, under the folder /etc/ansible slash facts dot d, under that folder we have to create a file with the extension fact. So I have created the file as custom, and in this file we can mention other variables also. So these variables like some details about managed host, like number of CPUs, number of disk, and these things already controller knows, can gather from the keyword setup keyword and using the gathering fact. But if we want to specify something else, like we want to specify that which package we want to install, if this is my managed node, so we can mention all those things in the this file, custom fact file. Okay, so when Ansible will go to managed node, it will retrieve it will gather all the facts, that is Ansible fact, and along with that it will go to this folder also, and it will gather all the facts from this folder. Okay, and it will show us whenever we will run that setup module. So setup module will show all the facts, whether it is Ansible pre-created fact or whether it is custom fact. So this is the way to create custom fact. Now if we want to retrieve these custom fact and if we want to use this custom fact, then what we did is, under that folder we have created a custom.fact file, and under custom.fact file we have given the first group as packages, and under packages we have given web package is equals to httpd, and under users we have given user1 is equals to Joe. So to retrieve the user Joe name, the Ansible command or Ansible keyword will be first Ansible fact, as everything comes under Ansible fact, then under Ansible local. So as it is a custom fact, so it will always come under Ansible local. Then always we have to write here the name of file, like we can create many number of custom fact file. So whatever file name we have given that fact file, we have to write it here. So we have given custom, so we have to write here custom. Then under custom we have given the group name as users, so users, and then we want to retrieve Joe, and Joe was the user1 name, so here we have to write user1. So as soon as we will write it in place, like write it will return the value Joe to us. Okay, so let me show it. So here we have created a file fact.yml, right? So we will again go to that file, and we will change this message, and we will write another message, and that message can be the package to install on system name. So system name we can give as Ansible facts fqdn, simply fqdn, and we'll close this. Is we want to write here httpd, so for that we will write Ansible. Again everything comes under facts only, Ansible facts only, so Ansible facts, and this will be then Ansible local, Ansible local. Okay, Ansible local, it should be under normal brag hyphen, sorry, not here. Okay, then we need to write the file name. So our file was custom. Then under that group you packages we have created, so it will be packages, and then the package name was web package, right? Okay, now we will run this. Now we'll run this playbook fact.yml. So it should print that message, the package install on this system. So it has failed. Let's check what is unexpected here. Okay, so we have not closed the bracket. Let's close it and now we'll run it again. Okay, so I guess it was web underscore package. Web underscore package. And we'll run it again. So it has printed that the package to install on localhost.local domain is HTTPD. Perfect. Okay. So this is the way to create custom fact. Okay. Now there are some fact that we call as magic variable. Okay. Magic variable. So these are not facts. These are not facts, or these are not configured through setup module, but automatically these are automatically set by Ansible. So some of the useful magic variables are host vars and group vars, groups, and inventory host name. Inventory host name. So these four are important magic variables. Many more are there, but these four are normally like mostly used magic variables. So what this represent is this contains variables about managed host. Okay, these contains many variables about managed host, and group vars contains the list of groups that need to be managed, like that is managed by like that is being managed by our controller node that is in managed host. Okay, and this will be the list of groups and host in inventory. So in our inventory, whatever list we of hosts we have mentioned or groups we have mentioned, so it will show all the groups and all the hosts. Okay, and inventory host name, like with the fqdn we can get the host name of our server, like manage node 1 and manage node 2, but with the help of inventory host name magic variable we can get to know the name that we have mentioned in our inventory file. Okay, so with the help of these keywords we can use, like here we were using this long thing. Okay, so in place of this, if we want to know which all groups are there, then we can use simply groups. So with the help of group we can mention that do some task on all the groups. So we'll just mention groups and it will do task on all the groups. So and we will mention group where, so it will be the list of all the group in which managed host will be in. So under an inventory we mention group, and under group we mention some managed node. So in which all groups our managed node is residing in, it will give all the name of the group. Okay, fine. So this is the definition of magic variable. Let me first show you some of the magic variables. So it will show that these all are host variables. So let me go up. It is showing me that these all are the everything like about localhost it is showing. Okay. So Mumbai region we have given production test ungrouped also is there. So this is showing everything in detail. Okay. So this is the use case of magic variables. And there are some more use cases of magic variable. We'll use it in inventory and we'll do various tasks using that in next session. So for now, as I said, we'll discuss one more key. So before going to that register keyword, I have mentioned the things in brief. So as I said, variables can be defined for place by using facts or external files. So the fact that we were using Ansible facts or custom facts, all are variables only, and we can use variables by directly mention in command line or by using vars files or using vars prompt also. And as I said, they can be also defined on command line. So there are many ways for defining variables. And the register keyword, I'll define it now. And Ansible-vault is one way to protect sensitive data such as password hashes and private keys for deployment using Ansible playbook. Okay, so means for using password or API keys or some confidential data in Ansible playbook, we use the concept of Ansible-vault. So with the help of Ansible-vault, we can protect the sensitive data. And Ansible facts are variables that are automatically discovered by Ansible from a managed node. Okay, so and Ansible facts can be, as I said, it can be direct by it like while running Ansible playbook. It gathers behind the scene. It runs the setup module and it gathers all the fact about managed host. And if you want to create custom fact also, then we can mention those custom fact file in the specified folder, that is /etc/ansible facts.d folder with the file extension .fact. And from there also setup module will extract all the facts about managed host. Okay, now we'll see register keyword. So register keyword, so this keyword helps to store output of certain module in a temporary variable, which can be later used in a playbook for either debugging or like for debugging for any other purposes also. Okay, so register keyword is used for storing the output of any modules. So let's say we are installing any software. So for installing software, we have used yum module, and it is throwing some error. But when we run playbook, it doesn't show us exact error, what error it is throwing. So if we want to see the exact error, then we can use the register keyword, and we can store all the errors in one file, and we can print that on screen using the debug module. Okay, now let's revise all the concept by taking one example, by taking a task of configuring web server. Okay, and that is Apache HTTPD, and in Ubuntu we can call it Apache 2. And with a content, and the content will show on a website will be the IP and FQDN, fully qualified domain name or name of that server. And we'll also check the status of the web server just from our playbook. Okay, so let's do this. So for that, first we have to, for that we will have some steps. Okay, first step will be, we will create a custom fact. Instead of creating variable, we will create custom fact. Second, we will install the software that is HTTPD software. Then third step will be, we will start the service. Okay, and then we will copy the content, and also we will check the status of our website. Okay, so these 5 steps we have to do. So that will be fourth step and this will be third step. So these 5 steps we have to do in order to configure our web server. Okay. So let's do it now. So let's create a playbook with the name uh, web server httpd dot yml. Okay. So we'll start from name it will be httpd server hosts. So on all the host on server A only we want to run it. Then we want to mention the tasks. So our first task, so as I said here, that first thing will create custom fact. Okay, so let's go to managed node and here we'll create custom fact. So we'll change the file, it was custom file, and here we'll get managed fact. Okay, managed fact. So we have opened that file. Now here we'll mention all the facts, like all the variable we want to use. So we'll give the first as default first group, and then under that we can mention the package name. Our package can be web package. Web package is equals to httpd, and web service is equals to also httpd. Okay, web root we will give as /var/www/html. For now we'll keep it this much only, and if required we'll add the variables into it. Okay, so this is our managed host. Here we have mentioned, and the file that we have used is managed.fact. Okay, now we'll again go to our controller node, and here we'll write it in playbook. So we are not using any custom variable like normal variable here. Okay, instead of using normal variable we are using custom facts. Now name we have mentioned, host, task. So under task we will first install the software. So name we can give as install software. Module we have to use will be yum. So yum will require the name of package. So name of package, as I said, it should be Ansible facts, then Ansible local, then the file name was file name was managed, and then under default the file name we gave was web package. Fine, so that's all. Then we have to mention the state. We want it to be latest. Now next task will be copying the content file. So we can write it as a create index file. So here we have to use the module copy module. So what copy module does is, whatever content we will write here, it will just copy the content in destination file, whatever destination file will mention. Okay, so content we want to mention as We want to mention, as I said here, that we want to mention IP and FQDN in that content. Okay, so we'll simply write Ansible, Ansible facts. Under Ansible facts, we want to use FQDN, right? FQDN. So this is normal fact. So here we don't have to use Ansible local and the custom file name that was managed. So we don't need to mention these things here. So we have written the host like a local host like FQDN, and we want to write the IP also. So for that, again we have to start it, and Ansible facts. Under Ansible facts, it will be default IPv4, and again it will be address. Okay, now we can close this. So this is what we want to mention, and also let's say we want to mention that it is no, let's say we want to mention these things only. So we will close this now. Now we have to mention its destination where we want to copy it. So destination will be, okay, so this was copy module, so this should be written under content. Okay, we have written that under content. We have to write the destination where we want to copy it. So in destination we want to copy it in web root that we have mentioned in custom file. So as we have write in custom fact, so we have to write here Ansible facts, then Ansible local, and then file name that was managed. Then under default we have written everything, so we have to write here default, and then what is the variable name? So variable name is web root. So we have written that here, and now we'll close it. So this is about copy module. Now first we have installed the software, then we have copied the file. Now we want to start the service. Okay, so for installing we have created custom file, installed software, now copied content also. So fourth step is starting the service. So for starting the service, our first we'll give the name is equals to start service. For starting service, module that we use is service module. Also destination will be, this is the web root and slash followed by slash index.html. Okay, web service, state started and enabled true. Okay, so this is the service we have started. Now we will run another task. It won't be another task, it will be another play. So we'll have to run means add another play. As I said, it will be then another like a multi playbook. So that play will be to check the status of our server. So check status of server hosts. hosts we want to run it on localhost, so simply localhost. And as it is localhost, so it doesn't need any privilege escalation, so become no. And tasks will be under task, first task will be only one task will mention, and this task will be connect to server. So for that we'll use the module URI, and URI module will take the argument URL. So here we will have to mention the URL for our server, so it will be HTTP and simply server A. Then we have to check if it is returning whenever we go to server and succeeds, it send the return code as 200. So we will see that if it whatever content it is returning, just paste it on screen. So for that we have to enable that option. And if only if status code will be 200, okay. So if status code will be 200, it will return the status and print it on screen. So now only I have told about register keyword. So whatever content it will return, it will be saved in register keyword. So for registered keyword we are using the variable auth test, authentication test. And if it will be successful, then it will register successful. If it won't be successful, it will register that. So we have said that, and now we will debug this, okay. So for debugging we have module debug, and we'll print it on screen. For debug we have module var, and what we want to print, auth test, okay, auth test, fine. So we'll save it and we'll run it now. So it has gathered the fact and now it is installing software. Let's see. Yes, it has. It is showing that software has been already installed, and it has created that index file also. Now in starting service, it has failed by saying that the task includes an option with an undefined variable. The error was web SVC is undefined. The error appear, okay. Okay, so in service we have simply written that, so it should be complete name. So Ansible facts Ansible local managed, the name of custom file should start with, okay. Then default, and then it will be web server, right? So this will be perfect, I guess. Now we'll run this file again. So for connecting to the server, it is it has printed these things. So it has sent the content localhost dot local domain this. That means the server is acting and like working properly. Okay, fine. So I guess here in this playbook we have used all the current all the things that we have learned. Local variable and custom facts and Ansible facts also we have used. And here we have seen that how to check the status of server from playbook itself. Okay, and we have also seen the copy module and these things. Okay, so I hope these all are clear. So if there will be any doubt, you can ask in chat box, uh, ask in comments. It will get solved by my team. Thank you so much.